It appears to be Connor Stallions in a stiff brim hat, some sunglasses at night, standing kind of in the back behind the O-line coach, near a strength coach right there.
The saga of Connor Stallions at Michigan could lead to serious punishment.
As the Big Ten Conference confirmed, the NCAA is currently investigating allegations that Michigan sent individuals to scout their opponents' games in person, which has been illegal in the NCAA since 1994.
The Big Ten came out and publicly acknowledged an investigation. I can't overstate how rare that is. And that speaks to me to the severity of these allegations.
Coach Jim Harbaugh denies the allegations.
Everything comes down to this guy named Connor Stallions.
The question becomes this: what will happen to the program?
I don't feel good at all about this notion of them not being in the playoff.
You know, I couldn't believe or wouldn't believe that Jim would go through those lengths, to try to steal other people's signs. I just think that was an elaborate operation that I just don't believe that he would have done.
University of Michigan alum Charles Woodson sees it one way.
And this is the part where I mentioned that the timeline of the alleged sign-stealing operation overlaps with an incredible turnaround for the Michigan program. The Wolverines earned their first ever college football playoff berth in 2021, then did it again in 2022, earning a pair of Big Ten championships along the way.
I understand the mentality. I don't think it's about being the villain or not. It's about what's the appropriate punishment if indeed this is proven to be true, or if indeed, I guess there's a lot of evidence that it's true, but if indeed it's proven that appropriate sanctions need to be taken.
Look, the saying goes, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. We have gone over the elaborate scheme the face of it all, Connor Stallions, pulled off that greatly benefited the Michigan Wolverines football program. Now that program is under fire. However, they recently presented evidence to the conference that a staffer with Rutgers football relayed Michigan's defensive signals to Purdue prior to their matchup with Michigan. They added someone with the Buckeyes did the same. Prior to their rout in the Big Ten championship game, Purdue allegedly received offensive signals from Ohio State University and defensive signals from Rutgers. Both teams lost to Michigan in November of last year. ESPN reported the AP said on Monday, a former employee at a Big Ten program shared documents with Michigan that showed the Wolverines' signs and how they specified certain run and pass plays. The document describes specific plays and the corresponding signals. According to the Associated Press, the former staff member gave Michigan screenshots of text message exchanges with other staff members at Big Ten schools showing the plan to collect Michigan signals. The person spoke with the Associated Press on condition of anonymity, and they laid out exactly what they knew, which was this. The individual passed along those screenshots with staffers from a handful of Big Ten football games with Michigan, giving the program proof that other conference teams were colluding to steal signs from the Wolverines. Now that is something. That is something. More. Importantly, the former staffer said that he had given the info to Michigan last week in order to help the program and head coach Jim Harbaugh, who the person felt was being unfairly held accountable for the actions of former Michigan football staffer Connor Stallions. I do find this part very odd, don't you? Some internet sleuths have said, oh, there's a connection here, there's a connection there. We're not publishing names because it hasn't been confirmed yet. But I am curious. What is the connection here? Because there has to be one. It's a good old boys club and we ain't in it. Who is this person that so desperately wanted to help Michigan because they felt bad for how Jim Harbaugh looked? That part is very intriguing to me. Via Dan Wetzel. Why is the NCAA aggressively investigating Michigan but not Purdue and others? Why is the Big Ten threatening to suspend Harbaugh indefinitely but doesn't seem to care about anyone else? Why is the NCAA not immediately sending investigators to Ohio State and Rutgers to find out who else received these reports? Why is the Big Ten not instantly warning future opponents of Purdue, Ohio State, and Rutgers that the competitive integrity of their games are in doubt considering past behavior? Why isn't the Big Ten contemplating how the league's nebulous sportsmanship policy applies to 3 teams conspiring against one? In addition, according to reports, University of Michigan head football coach Jim Harbaugh has not been linked in the alleged sign stealing scandal. However, the league is looking to suspend Harbaugh for multiple games during the November stretch of the season, but reports indicated that the findings by the NCAA needed more evidence, which could lead to a potential lawsuit from the university if harsher discipline were to be handed down. There have been others who have gone after some of the reporting. I can't independently confirm that. What I can say is this. If this is opening the Pandora's box to cheating, I think it would only aid the football fan to understand more of the inner workings. Every single press conference, what do the athletes and coaches do? They are, to a fault, tight-lipped, don't want to give away anything, and have mastered saying a lot of words but saying nothing. And we thought we knew something about the New England Patriots with Spygate. We think we know something with Connor Stallions. And every other program, just to be objective here, and I went to a Big Ten school, every other program is like, whoa, couldn't be me. Man, they screwed up big. Look at them. That's bad. When it seems like all these other programs also have something to hide. And if that gets exposed, I am all for it.